Hello. Hello. Hello, hello. Oh. Oh. Hi. Hello, hello. Hello. Hi, it's been so long. But I'm here. I'm alive. Ugh, I hope everyone hears me. This is so awkward otherwise. Kate resub day, yay! Hi Lumpster, it's good to see you too. It's been so long. It's been so long. You guys can hear me, right? Like, yes, yes. Everything says it's working on my end. I'm hoping you can hear me because it's really awkward if you can't. But, yay, I'm back, huzzah! But how is everybody? We're just gonna be hanging out and chatting today, kind of catching up. So it's been a while. It's been a while. I had my crazy moving chaos arc, and that was adventurous. That was adventurous. So all good. It's choppy. Can't have it be choppy. Is that better? I don't know. It should be the same, but feels like you're emailing me each frame a minute. Oh no. It might be your internet. I don't know. I have to see from other chatters, but at least you can hear me. That's the best part. So all right. Then we at least got that out of the way. But yeah. So first things first, before I even talk about like what I've been going through these last couple months, did Twitch go through like so many updates? Because everything looks so different on my end. And I'm like, what the heck? Like, oh, first of all, I was going to start like stream earlier, or at least like be here for you guys in the stream earlier. But like I turned on ads early, so then like I usually do, so then I can get into stream earlier and not have to like you guys have to wait on like pre-roll ads or whatever. But then it played the pre-roll ads anyway, even after I did an early ad. So it's like, what? Did they change something and I just don't know? I don't know. I have no idea. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. It was weird. Either way. A little frustrating. Because I was like trying to get it like in and ready for you guys earlier, but whatever. It is what it is. Aside from that, it looks like there's some other updates. It looks a little different. I can't really describe everything perfectly. I don't really know exactly what it is, but yeah. So what have I been up to? Well, I've been moving across the country, literally, from one side of the US to another part of the US. It was just like crazy. Like, first of all, I've never moved this far before. I've always stayed in the same state for my whole life. Even if I've moved a few times before when I was a child, I've still been in the same state. So this is a whole new thing. Not only that, it's a whole new time zone. So I'm no longer in EST. I'm in Central Time. So CDT, I think, is what it is. I'm an hour behind. No. Yes. Is that correct? It's 6 for me. It's 6 p.m. for me. It's not 7 like it is if it was Eastern time. So it's a little different. But and it's definitely something to get used to. It doesn't seem that different when you're here. You get used to it really fast. There's not really any jet lag or anything. You get used to it really fast. But it is weird when you think back to like referencing everything in Eastern time, and now it's like, no, that's not my time zone anymore. And Eastern time is pretty easy to find on most like devices when they have like all the time zones listed and stuff. But like, I still can't find Central Time. Or I'm very confused when finding Central Time. Recalibrating my Switch to Central Time is something I haven't done yet. I tried to do and I looked at it and I was like, I'll do that later. So that's something I'll have to like eventually get to, but it's crazy. But yeah, I moved from the house that I lived in pretty much my whole life. I don't really remember the other ones, of course, because I was a child, but it's surreal. It doesn't feel real. There's times where I need to find something and my brain instinctively references the old house, like where it was. Let's say I'm looking for like a screwdriver or something, and we had like a junk drawer in the kitchen for the screwdriver. Like, there's no junk drawer in the kitchen, in this kitchen. So I keep going looking for it, and I don't know where it is. So I have to figure out where everything is all over again, which is a little freaky. And like, it's weird because I have a pretty... Have you ever seen, like, I don't know what the name of it is. It's like some kind of scientific thing where everyone visualizes differently. Some people don't have any like images in their head at all. Some people have very, very clear images. And some people are like somewhere in the in-between. I'm more the in-between. Everything's very like cut paper, like almost like a toddler, like cut pieces of paper together. So it's very solid colors, very little detail, but I can still see like a visual like representation of what I'm talking about, or what I'm thinking about. So I reference that in my brain. I see it in my brain. Like when especially when you wake up, because when you wake up, the first thing you see in your room, you see the way your room is set up and everything. And now my room is like completely situated differently, and it's shaped differently than my old room was. My old room was like a funky kind of shape. It had like it was almost like a square with one corner cut off where the door was. And so it was like almost a complete square, while this one's a little more of like a rectangular shape, and it has like a bathroom. I have my own bathroom now, which is weird. Like, it's not down the hall now, it's like right there. And it's like also like an arch, it's not a door, so it's like kind of freaky because it's just like a black curved abyss like in one corner of my room. Also, it's just everything is like the entire lighting in my room, aside from like obviously the actual physical lights in my room, like all like sun lighting and everything is reliant on the one window I have, and instead of like the double windows I used to have. So it's all really different. Like I have a walk-in closet now too. Like it all sounds like, oh wow, she's like living in luxury now. It's not that grand. Like, it's not like a great, I'm not living in like a master or whatever. Like it's not like super crazy. In fact, it's very similar to what I had before. It's just, I can like, I had a decent sized closet before, but it was like one of those long ones where like you open it and it's like along the wall. Well, this one's more like straightforward. So it's like the same size, except it's in like a small little box now, rather than just a giant rectangular along the wall kind of thing. So it's different, but it's interesting. So it's something to get used to. Like, I don't know, the whole thing's something to get used to. The area is something to get used to. I think the saddest part is I do miss like my neighbors that I used to have. They were so sweet. I have not gotten to know any of the neighbors around here yet. And like even just the town and stuff that I'm used to, and just trying to figure out where everything is, the stores are, the like clothing stores are, like anything you need, like when you need to go get something, you knew where it was where you were before. You got used to it. You knew where you needed to go, and you knew, like, you kind of memorized it. Now I have to like Google search everything. I have no idea where anything is. And some things, like, some things don't exist in this area that they like, because they were like regional. Some things just don't exist over here that I need to like get used to. Like, they don't have the same kind of ice cream over there that they do over here. Like, it's a different ice cream shop, like, because it was a regional shop and there's regional shops here, and it's like, it's something to get used to. And I think the biggest crazy thing for me is the old area I lived in. Like, malls were not a thing anymore. They have pretty much gone out of style. Nobody went to the mall. Like, nobody ever really did anymore. And I still liked going there. Like, it was just fun to walk around with your friends and just like go to the mall or whatever. Even if you didn't buy anything except for a cookie. But it was fun. But nobody did that over there. They were pretty much going out of business. And it was like kind of sad. But over here, everyone goes to the mall. It's insane. Everyone goes to the mall. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's so crazy because it feels like you're moving into another world almost. It makes you really realize how big the world is and how different places are. And it's kind of fun though. It's like an adventure. Also, hello Maury, hello Raygun. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt my story, but you're not dreaming. I am here. But yeah, it's I don't know, it's so weird. It's something to get used to for sure. But it's fun. It's lots of fun. The temperature is the biggest thing. It's a lot warmer where I am now. I'm a lot more south than I used to be. It's a lot warmer. So yeah, the temperature is different. Like right now, some people are probably like getting chillier weather. It's still like summer weather where I'm at. Like, it's still pretty darn hot. Like 100 degrees, crazy. Like, it's kind of crazy. So it's definitely something to get used to. There are some things though that are fun and new. Like, I have a pool now. We have a pool now. That's fun. I haven't really got to use it yet because the chlorine levels were super high because they were cleaning it, but it's all right. I dipped my feet in there today though. That's fun. But yeah, pool. So yeah, it's interesting and it's different and it's new. But I mean, we've only been at the house now for like almost 2 weeks. So it'll be 2 weeks on Tuesday. So yeah, it's still something to get used to, but it's starting to feel like home. So that is nice that it's starting to feel like home. But there's so much to do with this house. It's like there's so much cleaning to do. First of all, everything is like filthy. Like, wow. Like, I'm not to like badmouth the people that were here before, but they didn't really clean too much. So there was a lot of cleaning to do for the first few days before we could even put anything away. And then we're still cleaning. We still have so much to clean. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired of cleaning. I like cleaning. It's like kind of relaxing, but like this level of cleaning is like deep cleaning, and it's the point where you're like exhausted at the end of the day. And like I slept till like 11:30 today. I don't usually sleep this late. I try to like, sleep only until like 9 at the latest. 8 or 9 is usually between 8 and 9 is usually when I like to get up because it's just nice. 7's okay, but anything before is like pushing it. But my gosh, like there's so much cleaning. You get up, you unbox something or you clean something, and then you go back, and then you end the day and go to bed. That's just how most of the days have been, and it's been exhausting. There's still some things that I'm missing. Like for example, I want to stream Honkai Star Rail tomorrow because I'm dying to play 3.6, especially since I played Penacony while I was on leave, but I waited because 2.7 didn't have the updated voice acting, and I noticed that immediately. Like Himiko and Dunhung didn't have their voice acting, but they're now caught up, along with Kafka too. That surprised me. That made me really happy. I was so happy. I screamed when I saw the update and I saw that they were back. I was like, yes! So I'm really excited to play on stream with you guys. So I've been like in the background grinding the daily missions and stuff and just getting as much like level up materials as I can so then I can get everyone up to level 70 at least. I actually got Gallagher the other day, so I have another healer. Yay. But I've been trying to level everyone up to level 70. I have most of them up to level 70. I'm missing like about maybe 10. So maybe in like I have like I think I'll have by the second part of 3.6, I'll have everyone at level 70. So yeah, I'm excited. But I've still got so much side missions to do. I actually did a couple this morning, but I got so many side missions to do for Penacony and just all kinds of crazy things. But yeah, it's just anyway. I'm getting off topic. I totally went on a whole Hawkeye Zyro rain. I was so excited, but I am still missing a few things that are lost in boxes. For example, my game controller. No idea where that is. They put like all of my computer stuff in one box except for my game controller and my cup holder for my game controller. In fact, my blankets were in another box, but then the bin that was holding my blankets, which probably has my game controller in the same box, have not found that yet. So, yeah. And we do know, unfortunately, that some things were lost in the move. We had a really nice statue, like stone statue, that was in our garden at our old place that we have not gotten back. And that's like an obvious one. It wasn't packed in a box, and it was only wrapped in blankets, and it was the last thing to get on the truck, and we have not seen that. And we're under the assumption at this point, because the movers hadn't said anything about it, the moving company that we worked with, that it was broken, and we were just like, they just probably hoped that we wouldn't notice, and obviously we do know, so we did notice. So unfortunately we lost that. It was an heirloom from our grandmother, and that's very sad, but it happens. There are several things, of course, that got damaged in the move, and that just happens. It's not always like their fault. It happens. I mean, it was like moved over and over and over several times, so things like that happen. It's sad, but it happens. So it is disappointing, but I will say the movers though were pretty kind. Some of them, well, it was a large group of them, but a lot of them were very kind. So I'm not like saying anything bad on them. It's, things happen. It's bouncing around a truck like hundreds of miles down the road and then tucked in a storage bin. Like, you never know what's going to happen. But one thing I will say though is that we had a third party take apart our beds, and then so they were supposed to come back and put them together. They did a good job taking them apart. Not so good putting them back together. They kind of like half did their job and then left without saying a word. And it was just like really awkward. And it was just odd. And it was like, really? So we had to figure out on our own all this. And there were several times where we like looked at parts or we would find parts and we're like, what does this go to? And we'd realize it went to the bed, and we'd have to put the bed, like try and re-put the bed back together the right way. It was a whole mess. I think we have them together now. We're not 100%, but we're hoping so. If anyone falls through their bed, I guess we'll know. But hasn't happened yet, at least. Yeah, there's like several things we need to do. Like we need to obviously get new carpets. We need to paint. Oh my gosh, we need to paint. We still have so many boxes though first before we can do any of that. We have so many boxes to go through still. It's crazy. So the biggest difference from our old house to our new house is that we do not have a basement. And that's where we had all of our storage. In fact, that's where my desk was before. Now it's in my room in front of a window. I actually have sunlight now. Yay. But it's so different not having a basement, because you don't realize how much storage you put in a basement until you have it all in one room, and you're like, great. And a lot of it's like Christmas stuff and all that stuff, or just like, things you use for like repairing and stuff. But like tools, extra tools and stuff like that. You know, things that would go in like the utility room, but where like the water heaters and stuff were kept. But everything's different now, and so it's something to get used to. We bought a house with an extra bedroom just so we can have a storage room to put some of that stuff in, and it's filled. It needs to be better organized, but it's filled. But we still have a whole entire room of boxes that we have not even touched. And there's several things that we're like, you can't, the frustrating thing is there's certain things you can't do until you have another part. Like, for example, they took apart, for some reason, the shelves off the bookshelves, which is weird to me, like why they did that, but they did it. So we have to find the shelves in a box, which out of the 2 bookcases, technically we have 3 because one's in my room, but that one doesn't take the shelves off. They don't come off. But out of the 2, we found one of the shelves so far, so we could put the shelves on, and then we could finally load the bookshelf with the piles of books, or the boxes of boxes. Boxes of books. So it's like, you can't unload the boxes of books until you have the bookcase put together. So you have to find the bookcase shelves in order to put the bookcase together. And it's one of those things where you just can't put the rest of it together until you have this. And the other part is, I'm an artist. I've made paintings and stuff before, and I have them hanging on my walls and all that stuff. And I had shelves and stuff that I had like knickknacks and stuff put on, but I can't put any of that on the wall until we paint. So it's like you have to do a certain step first before you do the next step. So it's so difficult with that when you find a box that you're like, okay, we can't do that right now, put that aside. And then you have to look for it, the other box, but you can't find the other box because they put other things, like, for example, we had a little train room in the basement that we had like model trains and stuff because our family likes to collect those, and I think they're fun too. So we can't open any of those because the room that we're going to put them in is the room where all the extra boxes are for the storage is in right now. So we can't put anything. But if they had, for example, like the bookcase shelves underneath a pile of trains, we would never know. And because we'd have to unbury it in order to do that, but we keep skipping those, and it's a whole thing. So we're at this point where we got through the main majority of the boxes, and now we just have to get all the other like ones that we maybe need to get into the right spot. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. It's a whole process. But yeah. Also, this house does not get as much natural light as the previous house. And one thing that our old house did that apparently they don't do around here is that they don't paint their ceilings white. I don't know if anyone does this there at their place, but hi Megan, thank you for resubscribing, and thank you for lurking, and thank you for welcoming me back. It's so good to be back. It's good to see you too. But all right. Sorry, but I don't know if anyone else does this, but in our old area, a lot of people painted their ceilings white because it helps bring the natural light back in and makes the place look lighter, not as dark. Hi, Plasma. Wi-Fi worked it. Oh, glad to see it's working well for you now, Lumpster. But they paint the ceilings white in order to let more natural light in and make the place look lighter and not look so much like a dungeon. Well, over here, they paint all their ceilings. So they painted this, like, okay, they didn't paint like some people paint like certain rooms, certain colors. They didn't do that at all at this house. It's all one color, and it's like a yellowish tan, and it's kind of like we're at the point where we're hating this color so much. We want to paint so bad, but we have to clear the boxes out before we can paint. So yeah, it's a whole thing. But yeah, so definitely going to be painting the ceilings white because it like this house does not get enough natural light. Like it just like there's enough windows, but they're not. I don't know. I feel like it needs more windows, or at least the windows need to be bigger. The windows are placed good, but I feel like it needs to be bigger. But at the same time, it'll take up too much of the room. It's hard to explain. It just doesn't get the light it feels like it needs. I think it's just the odd shape of the house, but you know, it is what it is. So don't like your yellow snow or your house. The yellowy house. It's like an eggshell kind of yellow kind of color, like that kind of color. And it's just like, it doesn't, when you first look at it, it just looks like a tan. But when you look at it for a while, you're like, oh, I can see the yellow now. And you hate it. And you never want to look at it. But yeah, it's just, yeah. Not great. Hi, Fang. I'm glad to be back as well. Good to see you. But yeah, so we all want to paint the house. And we want to paint it a light color and a nice color that's not yellow. Because the other thing is, when you have lights, there are 3 types of light colors. There's white light, there's yellow light, and then there's blue light. First of all, there were several rooms that had, like, for example, you know, if you know, like, fans that have different, like, lights in or light bulbs in them, one of the rooms had a fan that had all 3 of those colors on the fan, like all 3 different colors on the light bulbs of the fan. So it was like disco or something crazy, which was probably just like they were filling in whatever light bulbs they had left, but it was insane. So we had to fix that. But I hate yellow light for one reason in particular, is that it makes everything look very yellow. And if you have already a yellow colored paint with a yellow light, it makes it look really yellow, and it's just not a great color. So yeah, paint is definitely a must. My old room, though, was purple because it had a lot of natural light in it. So I'm probably going to make it a lighter purple than I used to have, because a deeper purple probably would make the place look even darker. And I don't really want that. But yeah. Either way. But I don't want it to be too light, though, because then it looks like a baby's room. So you got to find the right balance. But either way, definitely wanting to paint. This is definitely something that we want to do. But yeah, so in that note, because of all the boxes and the painting and the carpet and all that craziness that we still have left to do with this house, streams are not going to be super consistent. I still want to try and stream a couple times a week, 2 to 3 times a week, because I love you guys. And I miss you guys, and I want to hang out with you guys more. So we're going to be definitely doing that. But I do want to do lots of stuff with you guys. I want to play Legends ZA with you guys. I want to continue doing our Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, Shiny Lock. I want to continue doing Honkai Star Rail, and I want to do so many other games as well. One thing in particular is I want to play a spooky game for Spooky Month. That is one thing I definitely want to do. And so my big plan is to play a Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach for you guys. I'm hoping to see if I can have a friend join the stream in like Discord and just be like moral support for each stream, and have maybe a different person on each stream for each like part of the FNAF adventure. This is probably the only FNAF game I'm ever going to play, but I do want to play one for Spooky Month and have one spooky game for Spooky Month. Another game I wanted to play that I have totally forgotten about, that I've just been busy and I haven't crossed my mind, but I remember it now, is I want to play Shadow Generations with you guys from the Sonic Shadow Generations. We did Sonic Generations before my model debut, and I want to do Shadow Generations. I promised that like way a long time ago. Totally forgot about it, but I remembered. So I want to play it with you guys because I still have not played it, and I want to play it. So I want to play that with you guys, and I want to make a bunch of these YouTube videos for you as well. So you guys have more content on YouTube. If you guys haven't noticed, there's been consistent content on YouTube until just recently, and that's because I have run out of clips. I have run out in the time span that I was gone, but now we have to make more. So yay! I'm sure we'll make plenty with Five Nights at Freddy's, so there's no need to worry there. But I do want to continue our Soul Link with Megan. I'll have to get with Megan on that. In fact, Megan and Panna as well have planned to do. We have 2 streams planned that we want to do for you guys. So we're gonna have 2 huge, fun streams for you guys that we're planning to do. And I have another friend who's I've not collabed with yet, but I do want to collab with. I won't put her name out there yet because I want to keep it a surprise, but we're talking and we're hoping to have a fun collab together soon. If not October, if not November, but definitely hoping to do it this year. So we're planning on doing that. I also want to do a collab with Daryl. Haven't done a collab with Daryl yet, but I'm really excited to do that. As for the Shiny Treasures of Ruin Fang, I have all of them except for the recent one. I'm going to do that after stream. Thank you for reminding me. But yeah. So if you haven't gotten your Shiny Treasures of Ruin, go get those, guys. And yes, I've heard about the crazy controversy and craziness with Shiny Miraidon and Shiny Koraidon. I haven't figured out where a GameStop is in my area yet, but I guess I have to figure that out. It's kind of crazy though, because where I was before, the GameStop there actually recently closed down because it wasn't popular enough. And now they're doing this GameStop event to probably bring more GameStops back into the light. But you know, now it's becoming a whole thing. I will say this one thing about the Shiny Miraidon, Shiny Koraidon thing. I hate the fact that they only limit you to have 1, but you need 2 codes in order to get both Shiny Miraidon and Shiny Koraidon. I feel like they should just give you both with the 1 code if they're going to limit you to 1 code per person. Because that seems silly to limit it to like... Because apparently, if you get the code and you have Violet, for example, you get Shiny Koraidon. But if you have Scarlet, you get Shiny Miraidon. I think that's dumb. I think they should have seen this coming, and they should have just done 1, like, with both, and then done that through, or at least done that like they did with the Shiny Treasures of Ruin. It just works better, and now the whole thing is with scalpers, and it's a whole thing now. But whatever. But... yeah. I will say, today with this stream is I've been planning this stream what to do for the first day back forever. And I originally was like, oh, maybe I'll like find like a cheap model and get a cheap model, or maybe I'll get merch and have merch ready by then. And I gave up on all that because first of all, moving is expensive. I am very, very broke. But secondly, I don't want to not use this model. I like this model a lot. I want to use this as much as possible. And because I don't know, I like this model. I made it myself, you know? I want to enjoy my model. But, I mean, I've got so much, like, you know, I got the bunny, I got all kinds of stuff. So... I got all kinds of toggles that I don't even hardly always use, and I want to be able to use everything I can, so... yeah, I don't know. So I decided to just kind of roll with it and just chat with you guys, because I want to do more just chatting streams, but I always don't know what to talk about, but now I've got, like, plenty to talk about, because, man, I will say, I never really had a problem staying inside for long periods of time, and I was always used to it. I'd find something to do. I'd read a book. I'd play on my phone. I'd play on my Switch. I'd play a video, like on my DS or anything like that. I'd find something to do. But I have never felt so contained and so bored than being in an apartment for the first like 2 months that I was in the apartment while we were looking for a house. Holy cow. I hated it. Like, I mean, sure, I can go anywhere, but the people around here drive like maniacs, first of all. But yeah, I can go anywhere, but where? like you're in the spot where you're only there temporarily, and you don't know anywhere, like anything around you. Like it's not like a vacation where you have everything planned every day. It's like you're just stuck and you don't know what to do. And it's like at first you're like, oh, okay, I got something to do. But then, like, for example, like I played the Penacony story in Honkai Star Rail, like for like 5 days, I think. And I played it for like 8 hours a day, 5 days in a row. But then after that, I was like so bored. And I was like, I brought books with me and I read some books. But then after a while, you're just bored with that too. I went to a nearby mall, which was insane. But I got bored with that too. You eventually just like feel so bored because because you don't have everything with you. It's not like being at home. You don't have all of your belongings. You only have a limited number of stuff. I had a limited number of like clothes because I only had like a suitcase with me. But like I never usually got tired of my clothes, but I'm so incredibly tired of this like 5 shirts that I brought with me because I had only those 5 shirts. I don't know how some boys do it. Like my brothers only have like 5 shirts, like 5 t-shirts. That's all they have. And I can't do that. I was so tired of like the 5 shirts that I stared at every single day for 2 months. I wanted nothing to do with them. Like I was like, if I had more money, I would have bought so much clothes just to have something different. And I haven't gotten new clothes in like years. Like I kind of roll with the same stuff, and I've always kind of rolled with the same stuff, and it's never been a problem because I had a decent amount of them. But like, I'm so tired of it now. It's like, what the heck? So it's just crazy. I've not been able to get the shiny box legends, unfortunately. Cheers to the broken game. Oh my. No, they drive correctly down south. You are now surrounded by the correct drivers. Yeah. Gotta go, welcome back. Thank you, Lumpster. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. You've never felt so confined than when you're in an apartment for a limited number of time. Because you know it's a limited amount of time. You know you're eventually gonna get out and get into the new house and all that stuff. But you're waiting and you're dying. Because you're like, there's like, I don't know, it's mind numbing. It was just so exhausting. It was like, I was so tired of it. And we even like didn't even stay in the same apartment the whole time. Like we actually moved over to a bigger one because we had like the whole family there. And it was just like a lot of us in one little tiny apartment. We've got a bigger one later, but it was just, you were just so tired of it. Like, wow, I had never felt so exhausted and like of being in a space. Like, even if I went out and about for the day and came back, I was still like, I don't want to go back. Like, I never felt so homesick than being in that apartment. And now I still feel a little bit of that here or there when I'm in the new house, but like it's nothing compared to when I was at the apartment. I feel so relieved being in this house. And honestly, unboxing and stuff, while it is draining, it does keep your mind off of things. So it helps you get more used to the house around you. So it is nice in a way. But man, it's just like crazy. Like, I don't know, moving is insane. It's exhausting and it's draining, but it's crazy. It's an experience, I will say. It's an experience. So it was very also insightful because I got to learn a lot of things. So whenever I want to get like my own place, I know like the process now, and I know what I need to do, the things I need to look out for. Because man, do I tell you, this area was so hard to find a house. Because you either found a house that was the right size, or it was way out of your budget, or you found the right house in your budget, but there was something fishy or something wrong with the house. Like always. Like this one house, we were totally on a different house for the longest time until like the last minute, because these people would just kept like, so apparently this old house, they did not pay like their house payment for like years, or like the area HOA or whatever. They didn't pay it for years. So they were in debt. And they basically had the house so high because they needed to pay that off. But the problem was the house wasn't functional. Half the house was broken or needed replaced, or like there were windows broken. It was in disrepair. It was not worth the price that was up for. But it was up so high because they were in debt. It was insane. Like, and they kept trying to get more money out of us. And it was like, no. We had to like be like, no. And we went back to our current house that we're in, and they almost tried to get more, the people here almost tried to get more money out of us just because we were like deciding to like, so basically we were wanting to move in on like a Friday. So we had like the weekend to put in carpet and all kinds of stuff, but they decided to change it and move it to Monday, and they secretly changed the date. And so when we signed the papers, it was Monday, and we're like, okay, whatever, just let it go. But then they tried to like, so because of that, we had to go and change things with like other like titles and all that stuff. So we had to change all that, all the dates to the Monday that they changed. And they're like, oh, well, we need $500 now for compensation for the trouble that you're changing the dates. I'm like, we didn't change the date. You did. And I was like, what the heck? Like, the people around here, you have to be so careful because people will try to just get whatever out of you. It's insane. And I'm just, putting random numbers and stuff out there. But it's like, it's insane. Like, it was insane. The people that, like, and of course, like, same thing with, like, the bedding issue. Like, they just left. And it was like, you didn't even finish your job. Like, why am I paying you? Like, what the heck? And we have to, of course, report that in. And it was just, it's a whole thing. And of course, like, you always have to get the house inspected to make sure that there's nothing wrong with this house and stuff. And there's going to always be something that needs replaced or needs fixed or whatever, because nothing is ever perfect. And I get that. But there's some things that you look at and it's like, okay, we need something fixed. I don't know the full details, but I do know that there's some kind of like electrical protection you're supposed to put in the kitchen. So then if something gets water, like if let's say water gets spilled and it goes over an outlet in the kitchen, obviously if you like dry it off, it doesn't mean it's safe. You can plug it in, you can still get electrocuted. So there's supposed to be some kind of like protection there. There's some kind of extra protection or whatever they do to the outlets or whatever. So it makes it like not waterproof, but it keeps you from getting electrocuted basically. They didn't have that at this house. And so you go to like the electrician, be like, how much is that to like fix that? And it shouldn't be too much. But then of course they like charge an egregious amount. And it's like, no. Like, no. And then you get to the next person and they charge like egregious amount. And it's like, no. Like, what the heck's going on? And it's not like it's the price around here. It's not that. Like, they're just trying to take advantage of you because you're a new homeowner and don't know the area, and they think that you can just take advantage of you. Not only that, but there was, okay, really creepy. Some guy from a company, supposedly, from the security company that the old owners had for the house, came up to our door, knocked on the door, said, hey, I'm here about security. I'm here to set it up. Can I come in? And my mom was like, no, he's like, I have an appointment. She's like, no, you don't. Like, you cannot come in the house. It's like, this is like, it's insane. First of all, like to just be like, hey, I have an appointment when you don't have an appointment. And then just to come into the house just because the previous homeowner used this security doesn't mean that we're going to use that security. We might want to use someone else's. And that's just freaky. And it's not the first person that has also come over that was like, there apparently was the previous owner paid someone to do their lawn. He came up saying, hey, here's how much I charge for lawn mowing. Can I mow your lawn? And we're like, no. It's like weird. Like this, it's like we've had so many salespeople come up to the door and knock on the door and be like, hey, can we do this? And we're like, no, we don't know you. And even if they like give us like their information and stuff, it's like, no. Like, back off. We'll come to you if we need it. It's just so weird. Like, I don't know. I just think it's like they realize that someone has moved in, someone new, and they know they're not from the area normally, so they're just gonna upcharge like crazy. And like, I don't remember the full details, but I was told by my mom that someone came up and said, "Oh, if you buy like came up to the door like a salesperson and said, if you buy it right now, we'll give you a 50% discount on the first one, but only if you do it today." Like, no, we have to figure out who you are, first of all, figure out if we can trust you. Like, are you actually from this company or are you someone else? Like, we're not just letting you in the house or letting you do whatever to our house or to our yard. Like, that's just not how this works. I did so weird. Like, they didn't do that in our old area. That's not a thing. What the heck? It's a little freaky. So, yeah, you have to be a little more on your guard, and it's something to learn. But yeah, it's insane. So be careful, everybody, when you move into a new house. Like, always be careful. Like, always change the locks, you know? Make sure everything is safe. Like, it's a crazy world. But yeah, yeah, insane. So I don't have too many stories of like in the apartment because, as I said, I was mostly just laying around extremely bored. Like, not all apartments have backyards, but we had this little tiny little spot that was like a little porch patio kind of balcony thing because it was on the first floor, and it had a little spot where the gate came out for grass. So it was like a little tiny square of grass. Yeah, there was no grass. It was just dirt and trash. So it wasn't really. So even our dog Murphy, he did not like it at all. He would not go to the bathroom out there because he's like, what is this? This is like a trash dump. Like, what do you expect me to do out here? Like, he's like, what is this? But yeah. And he does not like traveling, by the way. And the several hour travel, holy cow. He did not like us for a while. He was not happy with us. He's like, never again. Do not do this to me again. Ever. I hated that. And I was like, I'm sorry, buddy. Like, we even, like, of course, drugged him for his own good, but he hated it. Wow, he hated it. And so around here they have high rises. Like, the roads go up into the air on like high rises, and because of that they make noises. You know, it like sounds like the road is yelling at you, basically. He hates that. Holy cow. He has never whined, spun around, or been as jittery and shed so much as he does in the car around here. He hates it. We hate the word RIDE. Hate the rides. Hate it so much. Like, holy cow. Like, I was, of course, the person who sat with him. No one else volunteered to, so I volunteered to sit with the friend during the crazy car rides, and holy cow, he did not like it at all. He was all over me. Like, he was on top of me. He's not a cuddler. He's not a cuddler dog. He just doesn't cuddle. But he is all over you, on top of you. He's trying to climb above you, trying to get behind you. Like, I think it's a golden thing, but when they're young, they like to curl up like really tight between the other puppies of the litter. That's how they feel safe. So when he's nervous, he tries to go somewhere nice and tight, like between like tables or something, or underneath the table or underneath something. He tries to get like nice and tight because that's what makes him feel safe. He would go like underneath my arm or behind my back, somewhere tight where he'd feel like he tried to find a place to feel safe. And of course he couldn't really find that, and he was just very wiggly, and he was shaking and shedding like crazy. Like, you come out of the car after like it was like about a 45-minute drive for some of the things we had to take him out around here just to go to like the groomers or whatever. Like, he would be like, you'd be covered in dog fur. Like, a lint roller wouldn't be enough. Like, you have to like use a whole lint roller to get like, you just gave up at that point. It was so bad because he would be so nervous, and the poor guy, He hated it. He's much calmer now because he hasn't gone anywhere in ages, and he's totally happy with that. Like, he has his own yard again. He can run around. We do have a pool now, which is new to him. He's not really a sprinkler dog. He doesn't like it, but he does like the little pools and stuff that we used to have. So this gigantic pool in the middle of the yard is like confusing to him. He's like, what is this? And he keeps like looking at it. I will say though, I bought a mechanical fish and I put it in the pool and it swims around and he's like, what the heck? What is that? I want it. And he tries to get it and he now knows how to fish it out of the pool without getting in the pool. It's so funny. But yeah, it's something that he's like foreign to and he's trying to get used to. But it's super cute to watch the whole thing as he figures it out. We gave him a bath today and that was adventurous. He is so there's this bit everything's like a walk-in shower like around here. It's not like a bathtub with a shower head like some of the bathrooms we had at the old place were. But they're all the ones with the glass doors too. So like we can now give him a bath and close the door behind us so he can't sneak out. And now he's like trapped in it and he's like, what did you do to me? Why am I stuck in this room? What are we doing? Like, bath time is still always confusing to him. He's not so sure how to approach it. He's at first he's in it. He thinks we're just playing in the water. And then he's like, okay, we're not getting dry. I want to not be in this anymore. And so it is adorable. It's really crazy, but it's a whole new thing for him too, just as much as it is for all of us. And he's, of course, was very anxious for the most part because, you know, it's a whole new environment. And then we've like, not only have we gone away from the house that we've always been at, we're in this apartment and then we're in a different apartment and then we're in another house. So he's so confused, but he's starting to get used to it. Especially as more and more boxes go away. So that's nice. The other thing around here that was interesting is that they don't have trash cans. Like they don't regulate trash cans. Like the old place regulated trash cans through the city. They don't have that. They only have recycle cans. So at first we're like, what do we do with the trash? So we kind of just had it in the garage until the ants found it. That was interesting. First of all, ants are really fascinating because it's not like it's ants everywhere. They're in a straight line, straight to the trash. Like straight line. And it's almost like a 2-lane highway because there's ones that go back and ones that go forward. And it was like crazy. Like, what the heck? So we had to deal with ants. That was fun. So we ended up getting a trash can for ourselves because we're like, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. So that was adventurous. Like, it's a whole thing. Like, we run into one thing and then we run into another thing and it's just like, oh my goodness. But it's been an adventure. It's crazy. And it's something to get used to. My room is like pretty much the exact same size as it used to be. It's just in a completely different shape. Like I said earlier. But I have like 2 inches more of space than I had last time. So now I have room for like another bookshelf. And I want to save up money to put in another bookshelf because then I could have more books. That would be fantastic. But, you know, gotta save up for that. But yeah, I don't know. It's been crazy. So between playing Honkai Star Rail and doing all kinds of other things, it's been an adventure. It's been quite an adventure. But I am very excited for this new area and a bunch of new opportunities that it holds. So I'm hoping that things will go well and stuff. But it'll be interesting. I'm not sure how the holidays are going to go. My family is very, very into Christmas because we love Christmas. And we were very into how we situate all of our Christmas lights and everything because we always had it planned out. We had a map of everything and how each light was a certain color and certain order. But we have like no plans in this house. That's one thing that this house was really interested was never interested in. They did not do any landscaping. There's nothing. It's like a barren, blank house, which is kind of fun because then you could fill it in with whatever, because we like landscaping. I love landscaping. If it wasn't already obvious with my love of flowers, I love landscaping. And so does my dad. And so we're like, oh cool, empty canvas. We get to work with all kinds of fun stuff. So I'm really excited for that. That'll be fun. And right now it's like prime season to do that. But like we have like so right now we have like a huge list of everything else that's in the way before we can do that. We can't really decorate the house until we have, you know, the house put together. So, you know, you got to do one thing at a time. But it's so many fun things that I'm excited about. So I think the next year will be lots of fun and very interesting. And I'm very excited. But I do want to mention this though. On the note of Legends ZA, I have been debating if I should get just Legends ZA or if I should get the Legends ZA combo pack with the Switch 2 and just have the Switch 2 version of Legends ZA because it would be higher quality for you guys. But that's a lot of money. And a lot of money I don't really have. I could probably do it, but it will not happen on release day. There's no way I can get that by release day. I just don't see that happening. And even if I did, I would need to save it for other expenses, like meds and stuff. But so I don't think that's responsible to do it that way. But I still want to play Legends ZA on release day. So I'm probably going to buy Legends ZA for the Switch, the regular Switch, not the Switch 2. And do that for you guys. It's not going to be as high quality, so I'm sorry. But I do eventually want to switch it over to the Switch 2 later on when I save up for that. And then maybe we'll do like maybe another version, like a Nuzlocke or something. We'll do like a Nuzlocke version. Or maybe a chat picks the team or something with a second time playing through ZA with the Switch 2 version. But for now, I think we're going to probably just do it on the Switch 1 version. I wanted to kind of get that out for you guys, let you guys know, because that's just what I can do. So I still want to be able to do it because I still want to play Legends ZA. I'm excited for it. I know you guys are excited for it, and we've talked about it like crazy. So I definitely want to do it. So I'm going to probably plan on doing that. Yeah, that's for sure the way to go about it. Just get the Switch 1 version, upgrade Switch 2 later when you actually have the money for it. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Because I originally was like, well, I don't want to do that because then what's the point of buying the Switch 1 version? And then, because I don't know, I know they say it works where you can get like the Switch 1 version and then buy the extra like card or whatever to get it upgraded to the Switch 2 version. I don't know about that. That feels like it won't work in my brain. Maybe it does. It just, to me, doesn't feel like that would really work. Or work as well as if you got the cartridge for the Switch 2 version. So, I probably will buy like a cartridge for the Switch 2 version and maybe just sell off the old one. Because I was worried about, okay, if I do that, then I won't have the data. And I'm like, wait a minute, this is the Switch though. I can, when I transfer all of my data from my current Switch to the Switch 2, it'll still have the data from that Switch 1 ZA, so it'll still work. So, yeah. Or at least it should. I'm pretty sure it will, but, you know. Because if I get a Switch 2, I'm going to probably sell my current Switch because I don't need 2. I have a Switch Lite as it is. I don't need 3 Switches. But, yeah. Thank you for the raid, Luigi. Thank you. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Hunting! Yay! Spooky season. It is officially fall, so that's nice. I do love fall. It's very, very cozy season. It's gonna be so different though, because it's gonna be warm fall for me now rather than a cold fall. So it's something that's gonna be that I'll have to get used to. Such a different climate. But yeah. Yeah, so I still want to play Legends ZA for you guys. I'm still planning on doing it. It'll probably just be Switch 1 version. So I'm sorry if it's not going to be as crazy quality as some of the other streamers, but I still plan to play it for you guys. Doing lovely. Got a raid and run, unfortunately. Super glad to see you. No worries. Have a good night, Luigi. Thanks for stopping by. But yeah, so that's the plan for ZA. Aside from that, Everything else should be in good quality. Or at least the same as it's always been. So, yeah. I'm super excited to play 3.6, or well, technically 2.7 in Honkai Star Rail and up for you guys. I'm very excited for the story. I keep seeing like sneak peeks like this, or like things that people show on Twitter, and I'm like scroll past it super fast. I'm like, stop! I don't want to spoil. But I'm like super excited. Like it's, from what I have slightly been spoiled on, it looks so good. I'm really excited for the story. So, and as some people saw, I got really lucky on Evernight, which was so crazy because I was just like in bed right before bed, and I was like doing my dailies, and I was like, you know what? What if I did one 10 pull for Evernight just before? Because I was gonna do the whole thing on stream, but I was like, I don't know when I'm gonna stream next, because there was, at that point my room was full of boxes and I was just like exhausted. And I was like, you know, I'll just do one pull for Evernight, and I did it. And I was like, oh my gosh, I got Evernight on the first pull. So I had enough to do like more for like the light cones and stuff. And so I pulled for Evernight's light cone, and I got Evernight's light cone as well. And that made me really happy. So now I'm saving up all of my pulls for Don Hung Permiser Turan, I think. Because we get him for free, but I want to get his light cone. So I'm going to do the light cone pulls for the new Don Hung on stream. So I'm excited for that. But we're going to play through the story. And by doing that, we'll get lots of jades and stuff anyway. So we should be able to get enough to get his light cone, hopefully. So yeah, exciting. But yeah, I'm really excited. And I'm hoping to do so much and more with you guys, and so many friends and collabs and stuff. And I think it'll be lots of fun. So yeah. It'll be really interesting. But I have to find my controller. I still don't have my controller. I can play the Switch games, obviously, without the controller. It's not as easy. So I'm missing, basically, my Xbox controller for Honkai Star Rail, because I don't like playing Honkai Star Rail on keyboard. I can't stand it. Took a long time to get used to it on the phone, but I got used to it on the phone. But gosh, I can't stand playing Honkai Star Rail on keyboard. I don't know how some people do it. I hate the fact that you have to hold shift and then use the mouse. Don't like that. Don't like that. It's too much. It's just my brain, I think, but I don't like playing most games on keyboard because there's so many keys, there's so many options, and I don't have enough brain power to memorize it all. I don't have that good of memory. I have a decent memory, but not that great of memory. So when some games like Honkai Star Rail have like so much, it's too much for my brain, and that's why I like the controller, because it's simple and it's less buttons to remember what they do. But yeah. Hi, Lucky. Good to see ya. But yeah, so I like my controllers. But of course, the only thing I'm missing is my Switch controller and my Xbox controller. And then the cup holder, that holds them both. So it's lost in a box somewhere that I have to go find. I have no idea how some people can play certain games on keyboard. I know some games are crazy. Like Minecraft on keyboard is easy. Like that's easy. That one's very simple, very straightforward. There's still, of course, some extra keys that I don't remember at all what they do, but most of the keys that you need are very simple and very straightforward. But like some games are way too crazy on keyboard, and I'm like, I just need a controller. Like I do want to play, like I said, I want to play Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, but I want to play with that on my controller, so I need to find my controller. So yeah, I think I need to be unboxing some more. So I'm gonna continue to look for that, but if I don't find it by tomorrow, we probably won't be playing Honkai Star Rail tomorrow. We'll probably just continue shiny hunting tomorrow instead, because that's something I can do at least on the Switch and with my Switch controllers rather than my Pro controller. Because I don't have the Switch Pro controller, but I have the regular controllers, so that just works. It's not as fun, but it works. So I'll probably do that. But I need to find my missing controllers and probably charge them, because they've been in a box for 2 months. They're probably dead. So, but yeah, that's something I need to figure out and find. But I have not found yet. So, work in progress. keyboard controls for some games can be pretty intimidating. Yeah, they really are. Some of them are just too much. I just can't do it. But others are not that bad. So yeah. But I am hoping to find some of that stuff. So, but of course, sadly, because my computer was in the basement, it's considered basement storage because anything that was in the basement, the movers labeled as basement storage. So in the like 15 boxes that are labeled basement storage, actually it's more like 25, but I have to somehow find my controllers in them. So that's gonna take some digging, but I'll find it eventually. But my brothers were like smarter. They had their computers upstairs, and so they had theirs in a smaller room, so there's less boxes to find their stuff. In fact, one of my brothers is still missing his keyboard, so he's still been playing on his laptop. So it's just like, yeah, you just gotta, that's the one thing with moving is some things are just buried somewhere in a box. Like I guess they just ran out of they had a big box full of all my stuff for my computer. So I guess they just ran out of room for my controllers in that box, and they just moved it to some other box, but they didn't label it in the box, so I have no idea what box it's in. So yeah, wish luck finding it. Yeah, I'll figure it out. But my goal is to play Honkai Star Rail this week. If we can't do that because I can't find the controller, because I'm not gonna play it on keyboard, I won't be enjoying it that way. Then we'll probably just play Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. So yeah. Or Pokemon Violet, because I haven't finished Pokemon Violet technically yet, and I kind of want to finish it before ZA comes out. So yeah, that's something I'll probably will do as well. But yeah, work in progress. We'll figure it out. So yeah, lots to do. But yeah, I will say, I do miss my old house. It was very nice. It had a lot of things that I miss about it, and we all cried when we left. It was pretty bittersweet. But you know, it's a new journey. It's a new house. New house is good. It's just something to get used to. So I'm excited. A little bittersweet about it, but excited. New area to explore. New state to explore. And away from pretty much everyone that I knew. So now it's a whole different adventure. But there are some good things. For one thing, I'm much closer to a city that has a lot more conventions, anime conventions, than the old place. The old place had a city nearby that had some, but very little. Most of them were comic conventions than anime conventions. Now it's a bit more of a mix over here, so that's kind of nice. I get the chance to go check out some conventions more often if I wanted to. So that's fun. But yeah, there's a lot to it. A lot of stuff. Yeah, I'm definitely planning to keep streaming. Sorry it took so long. I had to put my computer together, make sure everything was set up. I was downloading like everything yesterday. Like it took like all day for everything to get like downloaded. And even then, not everything's technically downloaded on Steam. Steam is like, oh, we'll just schedule it certain days. So Steam's doing that thing, and I'm like, sure, as long as I have these certain games, and I was like set. So yeah, but I have a lot of games I want to play, a lot of new games I want to play, a lot of new friends I want to play with, and a lot of content I want to do with you guys as well. I do want to have merch at some point. I'm not going to probably try and rush the process for that. I have a plan for it, but I just don't have a good moment for it. In all honesty, I probably will have merch come out on my birthday next year. So, I just think I want to take my time. So, get used to the new place, get used to streaming again, and I just want to have fun. Like, I don't want to make it like an obligation or anything. I just want to like hang out with you guys because that's something I enjoy to do and enjoy doing. So, yeah, just kind of doing that. But on a different note, oh my goodness. So I forgot about this series for a while because of moving and because of other things, but Villains Are Destined to Die is a story I really love a lot. And they had season 5 come out with the chapters are coming out again, and they're so good. I just got caught up right before stream and I was so happy. Yay. It's such a good story. If you have not read the story, like there's a light novel for it, but there's now a manhwa of it, and it's printed now in English and in Korean, and it is phenomenal. It's a phenomenal story. It's really good. It's like, I guess a thriller is the right genre to put it at. I don't think that's the genre. I think it's like romance and something. I don't know the genre exactly. I don't remember that those details, but it's so good. It's such a good story. Villains Are Destined to Die. Such a good story. It's also called in some other languages, death is the only ending for a villainess. But in the English translation, it's Villains Are Destined to Die. But it's so good. It's so good. It keeps you on the edge of your seat. It's got so many twists and turns in the story. It's so engaging. Like, I love this story so much. And I have all 7 volumes that are printed right now. The 8th one I'm so excited for. I'm going to buy it as soon as it comes out. But man, the new episodes that just came out, like, I just spent $5 to buy the last 13 chapters that just came out. And I actually have enough for much more than that, but so excited. It's so good. Oh my goodness. I'm so in love with the story. Like, I don't want to spoil it, so I'm not gonna, but it's so good. It's so good. Like, and it's so gorgeous. I think Soul is the name of the Korean artist. It's S-U-O-L, I think, or S-O-U-L. No, it's definitely S-U-O-L. Sorry. It's Korean. I think it's Soul because it's just spelled differently, but gosh, he or she, I don't know who it is, but they're so good. It's so good. The art is amazing. It is gorgeous. It is like drop dead gorgeous. It is so beautiful to just look at, and the story is so engaging. It just works. Like, someone said that you can have a really good story with bad art, but you can't have a really bad story with good art. But like, having both is like an Oreo cookie. It's best with both. Like, the cookie is good, the cream is good, but it's the best thing ever with both. And that is exactly what the story is. It's so good. It's good as an Oreo cookie. Like, it is, you can just eat it up. It's so good. I love this story so much. Like, I think it's definitely catered more towards the female audience than the male audience, but I think even the male audience can probably find some interest in it because it's just gorgeous. Like, the men look good, the girls look good, everyone looks good. It's so good. Like, and the latest chapters, started getting to like a creepy factor, and I was like, not sure I was ready for it, but I was also like so for it at the same time. Like, it was so good. Like, wow. And speaking of things that were so good, Demon Slayer's new movie was so good. Like, can I just say, the Infinity Castle was so epic. I got to see that movie in the theaters. Unfortunately, I had not a great theater experience because someone decided to bring a baby into the theater. So I'm definitely gonna probably go see it again. But man, was that good. That was such a good movie. I had never been to a movie theater where I'd been more on the edge of my seat than the Demon Slayer movie. That movie theater, I could lay back and then I can get back up because it was just like something happened and I had to be up on the edge of my seat. It was so good. And I've read the manga. I know what happens, but seeing it was so good. Now, also, mind you, I hadn't immediately read the manga. It was like years ago that I read the manga, so it was nice to have a fresh refresher with the anime. Gosh, it was so good. Actually, I found a YouTube video, or TikTok video, I don't remember what it was, that showed someone that took pictures of the movie and compared it to manga panels. It's so cool to see. But dang, the animators cooked. If you haven't seen the movie, go see it. It's incredible. And if you can't afford to see the movie, it's coming out on Crunchyroll in 2026. I have announced that officially now. So no need to worry. So yeah. Hi, Tana! You do see a Kate. I am here. Haha. Speaking of I am here, I also rewatched, I've been on my rewatching arc. Because again, I was a lot bored. So I've rewatched Apothecary Diaries. Oh, so good. I'm so in love with that story. Like, man, the last episode was like everything that you could have asked for. Like, they almost kissed. They're cuddling with each other. And he's sleeping on her lap. Like, ugh. Yes. Also, U2's just recently released, it's closed now, but they recently released Mao Mao and Jinchi plushies. And I got the Mao Mao one because yes, I did. I'd be a fool not to. The Jinchi one was a little kind of funky looking, so I didn't get that. I'm gonna probably get a little tiny Jinchi just because I can have the giant Mao Mao and the tiny Jinchi. I think that's hilarious. Anyways, so excited. I do want to get the Apothecary Diaries manga because it's gorgeous. And I want to get that. Unfortunately, now I'm at the point where apparently I just recently learned that for the last 10 months or so, the manga has been on a hiatus because the manga artist injured themselves. So I'm like, I don't have any of them. I don't have any of the volumes or anything. So I'm debating if I should get the manga because I know it's pretty, or if I should get the light novel just so I can read ahead and have the light novel collection. So I'm debating which collection I should do. My brother says I should stick with the manga, but I don't know. I'm at an impasse. So I've still not watched Apothecary Diaries, but I've heard so many people saying how good it is. It's amazing, Fang. You should check it out. It's amazing. So for the longest time, Fairy Tail was my #1 series because it was the first series I watched that got me into anime as a whole, and it was just such a nostalgic. It was just a big nostalgic thing for me, and I always enjoyed it. And I still enjoy Fairy Tail. I don't watch it heavily as I used to, but I still enjoy Fairy Tail. I still love Fairy Tail. But nothing went above that until Frieren and Apothecary Diaries came out. Both of which season 1 came out, I think, last year during summer. So they both came out at the same time. And I watched both of them. And wow. Wow. Those are the only two that have immediately went up above Fairy Tail. Like, I was like, that's it. It doesn't matter the nostalgia. Those two are phenomenal. Like, that was the two like stories that hit every box that in my like watch checklist. It was so good. We need an anime topic now. Yeah, we are. So, but yeah, Apothecary Diaries and Frieren, amazing. I have all the Frieren manga right now. Frieren, my wallet is not happy. Yeah. I bought all the U2's Frieren plushies, so I have those. I have all of the manga for Frieren. I'm hoping to get a new bookshelf to have an entire shelf of just Frieren. I want to get a Frieren figure, but I haven't found one that I 100% like yet. But yeah, it's gonna be a thing. But I love Frieren. I love Apothecary Diaries. Like, I'm such in love. Like, so yeah. Big fans. I'm also still into the manga of Spy X Family. I like the manga better than the anime. I don't think the anime is bad at all, but the thing with Spy X Family is it has a lot of fast-paced moments with the action and the spy and the assassin moments, and then there's the slower moments with Anya at school. I don't think it's supposed to be super interesting. It is just Anya in school. It's supposed to be more silly, and I don't mind it. I think it's actually a refresher to have those moments because it lets you breathe between the action and stuff. But it does feel really slow for me in anime form than it does in the manga because I can just speed through it in the manga, but like in the anime it feels like a little slower. Which is, again, I get it. I understand why they do that, and I like it, but I do like the manga a lot. I love the art for the manga. It's amazing. So I have most of the manga. I'm a little behind on collecting the manga on Spy X Family, but I do have most of them. So yeah. But yeah, like I also have most of the Eminence in Shadow manga. I have not caught up on Eminence in Shadow's manga in a while, but I do like Eminence in Shadow. I still like it. So yeah. Nikkei having Resident Evil collab, so already at least 10k, oh, to 15k, oh my. And then the Epic 7 collab with free rent, oh my. Your poor wallet, Mori. That's crazy. My wallet's gonna be screaming, I think, with the next Honkai Star Rail update. 3.7. Like 3.6, I'm definitely like all in. But 3.7 has Cyrene. I'm not really into getting Cyrene, but I think because of the fact that they announced that it's only gonna be Cyrene for 3.7, I feel like they're gonna do another triple rerun again, and I think they're gonna do like, I'm so scared because the 3 and 4 characters I want are Cypher, Hyacinth, and Castris, and if I have to get one, it's gonna be Hyacinth because I need a really good healer. But I am so scared that the next rerun batch of 3 they're gonna do is gonna be those 3, and then I'm just gonna be screwed. So, yeah. And Eminence and Shadows anime was a good one. Hopefully we'll get season 3 at some point. I am really excited for that. Apparently the next one's supposed to be a movie, and it's supposed to come out next year. So I'm really excited for that. You play wrong if you pull Hyacinth for heal. Really? I think she's a great healer. I've been using her for support in like getting XP for like trace upgrades and stuff. So I've been doing great with her, especially with, I mean, it is a good DPS too, and that's what makes it really helpful. A lot of healers that I have gripes with is because they're just healers and then they're just like sitting there and they don't really do anything else but heal. And if you don't need to heal, they're just sitting there. But Hyacinth not only heals, she also adds extra HP on top of the heal, and she also attacks. So I didn't get Gallagher till yesterday, and that was because I was doing standard pulls. I've been saving up my standard pulls with all my upgrades in Ascensions with all my characters, and I've been saving my standard pulls and then pulling, like doing 10 pulls on standard banners. I just recently got Gallagher yesterday. I've only leveled him up to 60 at this point, but I finally have Gallagher, so thank goodness for that. But I still would like Hyacinth. I think I like her vibe. She's cute. And not only that, but because I have Evernight and Evernight buffs Remembrance characters a lot, Hyacinth would be really good for that team because she would be able to buff Hyacinth. I did unlock Remembrance Trailblazer because you can now unlock her early as of 3.6. So that's very helpful, but I think that'd be really good. I don't have Linksha. I do love Linksha's aesthetic, and I would love to get Linksha, but I don't have Linksha. But yeah. So now you know all the books that I collect. And all the manga I collect. But yeah, I'm really excited. I want more books. Okay, I will say my biggest gripe for the new area is the bugs. They're much bigger in the south than they were in the north, but that's also because they don't really have a winter down here. And I am so easily bitten. Like, I have bug bites so often. I've been having trouble sleeping these last several nights because I've gotten bitten to heck. And I just keep waking up itching, and it's horrible, and I hate it. I've been using so much, like, I think it's Benadryl, but it's probably not Benadryl. I've been using so much, like, bug bite cream. Like, it's so horrible. I hate bugs. I hate bugs. But whatever. I have to deal with it, I guess. But yeah. Down to the nostalgia trip with music. That's fair. Gonna have to dip out now. Welcome back, Kate. Have a good rest of the stream. Thanks so much, Fang. Hope you have a good night. Cause was listening to Sparkle. Oh, yeah. And your name came out. Yeah. I get it. Yeah. I do have Sparkle, which is very good for Archer. That makes me really happy. So I've actually had I've got enough players now and characters now that I can, like, set up good teams now. It makes me really happy. I don't have to rely on just Natasha now. I have Gallagher, thankfully. So that's nice. I have plenty of supports. I've got plenty of DPSs. Like, I've actually got a good set now. So I use Sparkle for the Herda and Finon. I also use her for the Herda as well. So Archer and the Herda. Also, I have built my saber like a tank, and she does so much damage. I'm so happy. It makes me, it's so satisfying. And like I love seeing how big the number gets whenever she uses Excalibur. It's like, oh, it's so good. It like I at this point, like if she uses Excalibur at all, it just finishes the battle, and it makes me so happy that it does that. Like I could be in the middle of like a boss battle with 3 phases. She uses Excalibur and it's immediately 2 phases. It's so good. I love Saber. Got Saber but never used. Yeah, some people don't use it, but I've loved Saber, and I really like the outfit, and I've made her so broken. I have her E1. I don't have any other characters E1 that's a 5-star except for Saber. Like I'm hoping to get Archer E1 too before he goes away like forever, but we'll see. But yeah, Fei Chao does more for me. I don't have Fei Xiao. I want Fei Xiao, but I don't have Fei Xiao. But Fei Xiao is very good. I have used her before in like the supports and stuff, so Fei Xiao is very good. But I do like Saber. So it's very nice. But yeah, so exciting. But yeah, Demon Slayer movie is good. Go check it out. In fact, it was so good that it was on like the radio and everything. And even my mom was like, "Is this movie that good? It's an animation." And I'm like, "Yes, it is that good. It is like history-breaking animation. It is so good." Like, and the music was so good. And I really like Gyu. I like Gyu's character. I like that he's just super shy and he doesn't have a lot of confidence in himself, but he's actually like bad A. He's so good. And I love it. So I really liked the movie because he had such a big role and it was super cool. So Stark is free in the episode Free Rank Cup. That's cool. I'm gonna stick with Honkai Star Rail and maybe ZZZ for my gacha games because I don't think my wallet could take any more. Sweet Berry, that's cool actually. Are you excited for season 2? Season 2 comes out January. They've officially announced that. I'm really excited for that. And I think I know where they're going to end season 2. And I'm very excited. How's your Miyabi? I haven't played since I last played on stream. My last stream I did. So I have not played ZZZ because it was only on my computer and I could only fit Honkai Star Rail on my phone. I couldn't fit both. I didn't have enough storage for that. So I haven't played, haven't updated Miyabi. I probably plan to, but I have many anime to watch besides Free Ren. That's true. I mean, I'm currently watching Kaiji number 8. It's pretty good. It's like, it keeps going in and out for me. So I keep liking it, and then I'm like getting a little bored, but then I like it again, and then I'm like, and then I'm like, you know, it's in and out. I'm waiting for it to get more epic again, but you know, we'll see. I've been enjoying watching it every Saturday. Actually, I'm an episode behind as of the other day, so I should probably watch that after stream. But yeah, I've been enjoying it. Oh, I'm just realizing you can see me swivel my chair back and forth. I didn't realize that. But yeah, I've been enjoying that one as well. So yeah, between Demon Slayer and rewatching Apothecary Diaries and rewatching, I've been rewatching My Hero as well. I haven't watched My Hero since season 5. I finished off season 5, watched like maybe 2 episodes of season 6, and then I kind of wasn't interested anymore. I've read all of the manga, but I will say I like My Hero. I think the characters are good. I like the character growth. There's like 3 things that I have my own kind of personal gripes with it that I wish were better. I wish that All Might had one more season where he wasn't depowered and he was still his full power and he was still hiding around. Because I think the first season and the second season when he was just like sneaking around with Midoriya and pretending to be like super powered all the time, even though he has like a smaller side, it was so good. And season 2 was like the best season of My Hero to date. I think it's just so good. I also liked seeing Midoriya's growth as well, from just punching and breaking all his bones to finally being able to control it, to using his shoot style and the Air Force and all that. I will say I didn't like when he started getting all the powers. I didn't mind when he got Black Whip at first because it was super cool, but then suddenly he gets all of them and it was just like too much. I'm not a big fan of stories when suddenly the character has all the powers. I like it when they have just the one, and then they can figure out unique ways to use just the one power. Like, I don't mind Todoroki's, the half cold, half hot. I think it's really interesting that he can use it from only one side or the other. So it makes him have to figure out how to balance. Like, he can't fly like Endeavor, for example. He has to be able to figure out how to balance and stuff like that. But he can find ways to use it to aim himself as well. So it's really kind of cool. I like when they be able to use their powers in certain ways and get to grow and evolve and stuff like that. Especially, that's what made Bakugo so interesting towards the end of the series. When he started becoming actually nicer and started to actually grow, we got to see him use his power in different unique ways, and it was cool. But Midoriya started getting less and less interesting the more powers he got. Because it was just like they were using that instead of trying to teach him how to use the original power he had. I will say the other thing is, the first episode of My Hero made me think that he was going to be a quirkless hero, and he was, like, you know, trying to figure out a way to be a quirkless hero and be the only quirkless hero to show other quirkless that they can also be a hero. But then he didn't do that. So, yeah, it was just not as interesting. But I do like My Hero. I do like the story. I do understand why they did it. I didn't like also how they did 2 war arcs in a row, but I get why, in terms of story, why they did that. It's just not my personal preference. But I still think the story was pretty good, and I haven't finished anything past season 6, so I'm planning on watching season 6 and on, and see if I can just see the finale of My Hero, because apparently, I guess the final season is coming out next month, I think, on the 4th. I don't know, but I've never seen Attack on Titan. Everyone talks about Attack on Titan, but it seems really dark, and I'm not really into dark and gory shows, so I don't know. And I'm not really a big fan of the art style. It's very harsh, and it's not my kind of style, so I don't know if I'll ever enjoy Attack on Titan. But and I don't watch One Piece either. It's a very unique art style, and I respect it for that. It's very unique, it's very interesting, but it's just not my type of vibe, so probably not. It's also a lot to get into, and I'm not into that much commitment, because when I get into a show, I don't I don't really function as an adult until I finish the show. So, and then I get depressed for a day, and then I come back into function. So yeah, I not really probably gonna ever get into One Piece, just for my own health and safety. But I respect that it's a good series, and I think it's really cool for the artist and the author. So yeah, but Demon Slayer, you should get into. It's very good. It's very, very good. So I definitely recommend watching. Even if you've been spoiled, it's an experience just to watch it. I think it's really cool watching Demon Slayer, especially the anime, because seeing the growth of the animation from the animators, how much it just gets better. It's so amazing. UFO Table is so good. I've always loved them since watching Fate. I think they're just so good. So too many anime, that's fine. You can just put it on the list. I mean, I've got several on the list. Like, I've been told to watch My Dress Up Darling. I haven't watched that yet. So I might watch that, but yeah. So I don't know. I've been just kind of watching anime again. I'm in my anime arc again. So yeah. I'm still reading though. I'm still reading lots of books. So I do want to collect Demon Slayer's manga. I have the OVA ones, the stories of Water and Flame, of how Rengoku got to be a Hashira, and just the story of Giyu and Shinobu on a mission. Very good stories, by the way. The funny thing is, I was really addicted to Demon Slayer again after watching the movie, The Infinity Castle, and so I was reading that online, and I was like, I don't have that book. I should buy it. But when I was unpacking, I was unpacking, and I saw that I had the book right before I was about to buy it. I was like, oh my gosh, I actually have this book. It's a good thing I didn't buy it yet. I would have had 2. So that was actually kind of funny. I actually got my brother to watch Demon Slayer before he went to see the movie. He'd only seen like the first couple episodes of season 1, so I made him rewatch the entire series in like a week and a half. And that was an experience. The funniest thing was when he saw You Know Who didn't make it, and he was like, he got killed? What? You didn't tell me that. I was like, of course I didn't tell you that. I was gonna spoil it, dude. He's like, but I liked him. I was like, I'm sorry. It was so funny. But it was, yeah, it was an experience. But yeah, good series. I want to get the rest of the manga. I'm totally gonna have my own library in my own house whenever I get that, because it's just, I have so many books and I just keep wanting to get more because it's just so fun. And I like decorating the bookshelves with acrylic standees or figures of the characters or plushies, just to have like a little shelf that's just dedicated just to that series. I like doing that. So I'm very excited. The hardest part will be wanting to do a Villains Are Destined to Die shelf, because there's going to be no plushies probably ever of that series. And there's a couple acrylic standees, but I don't think there's ever going to be a figure. So finding knickknacks and stuff for that series is going to be hard. But, you know, I'll probably put other books with it on the shelf. But yeah. I'm excited though. So, yeah. That's pretty much all that I've been up to, really. Having a good time, hanging out, and unboxing. But, yeah. Been working hard. It's been pretty busy. So, I will definitely be planning to do a stream tomorrow. I don't have a set time yet. I have it on the schedule on Twitch as like the same time, but I don't think it's gonna be the same time. Don't plan on that. But I gotta find my controller. So who knows if we'll be playing Honkai Star Rail tomorrow or not. We'll find out. So, but we'll be doing something tomorrow. I do want to do something tomorrow. But yeah, it'll be in and out for streams for the next couple weeks while I helping put the house together. But yeah, so I'm gonna head out and get some dinner, because I haven't had dinner yet, because now it's like almost 8 for me and I need some dinner. But thank you all for coming. It's good to see everybody again. It made me really happy to see everybody. Like, it was lots of fun. I'm glad to hang out with you guys and do some fun stuff again. So, yeah, I'm going to head out and get some dinner, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye! Bye-bye!